Hello there everyone, welcome to Adventures in Time and Space, a Doctor Who mod where you grow your own Tardis, updated to the version of 120.4 of Minecraft, and you become a Time Lord yourself. I'm going to show you guys what it takes to use this mod, and what you have to go through to be able to get to that point. So the first thing you need to do when you enter a brand new world is you need to find what's called a rift point. This is where you're going to be able to grow your own TARDIS and basically build it from scratch, or grow it essentially. If you're in creative, you need to go and get the compass looking device and simply start going around with that to try and search for it. You need to go and click left on your VR controller. As I'm playing this on VR, it usually be right click to be able to narrow it down. Otherwise, you are simply just going to be facing north the entire time, not knowing where it is. Once you find that specific rift point, you should be able to place a soul block sand down and a TARDIS coral, which should look something like this. You'll know if you're not in the correct place, because if you try to go and place it anywhere else that's not in the rift point, it will break the TARDIS coral. It won't be able to plant like this. Now, it will take up to 10 to 15 minutes to be able to grow, but if you want to increase the tick speed for it to grow, you can also do that as well. So then it should hopefully grow to this point. So once it has grown to that point, you should be able to go and access it. So you should be able to go and open the door, and once you go into the actual TARDIS, it will be a proto-TARDIS. In here, it's going to be very, very dark. You may need to increase your brightness or place some torches around. And it will look something sort of like this. So you've pretty much got an empty, lifeless console area right here, and an Eye of Harmony at the bottom. And you've got a little something like this going on. And what you need is essentially to defeat the Wither boss if you're doing this in survival. And you're going to need a Nether Star to basically kickstart the process of making a TARDIS. After that, once you get that Nether Star, you need to chuck it into the water area where this is right here. And you will see the interior recognition is changing. And the cloister bells and a red effect will start ringing, and that will basically mean you need to leave the TARDIS. So then once you've left the TARDIS and you're out in the normal area, it will close up for about a minute or two, but then once it's done that, you will see a dematerialization effect, which basically means it's going to change from looking all coral and naturally and it will look something like this. Once it's done that, you'll be able to open the door, and congratulations, you have made a standard TARDIS. So once you go inside, it should look something, or in this case, if you've played Doctor's TARDIS, the first Doctor, the Victorian style like the of first Doctor's right here, TARDIS, with a classic Who console area. It is so freaking beautiful just seeing the interior design of all this, with the bookshelves, the candles. There are still a few bugs and glitches with this. As you can see, there is a lot of flowers that have magically just appeared on the ground, which technically shouldn't be there. So then, once you're at this point and you've got a TARDIS running, you're only going to have a certain amount of power. And with this brand new update, you will need to know how to power the TARDIS up. Otherwise, you're not going to have much luck. And if doing so, if you don't do it correctly, it will shut down your TARDIS with not enough power. Those two bars at the bottom that you see are the different powers that you've got right here. So you've got 2 bars of Artron energy, which powers the TARDIS to use. You've got information on the computer bank of where you are specifically and what the TARDIS looks like. As well, you have also got different interiors and different desktops of what you can go and have a look at. So if you go into settings, you've got the Victorian style here, which we've got currently selected. And also a very deep customization of the exterior of the TARDIS, making it look like the iconic phone box and phone booth, or just the straight pillar. You've got a few different designs that you can go with right here, and you've got the classic finally. But switching through all these, if you aren't happy with certain one, you can change the colour, like the TARDIS to black and gold, white, police, or the dark blue. And in terms of desktop originality, you've got Toyota, Crystal, Regal, Coral, which is my personal favourite, and you've got a few other custom designs, and you've got a natural cave look, which you can go for if you so choose. Now this is a little bit finicky, but to power the TARDIS you need an Artron collector or you need Artron storage. An Artron collector can be used to go and put into the Artron storage to collect Artron energy. So an Artron collector unit, simply you can have there, and you can have a collector which looks like that antennae object, and you can use this right here to go and power your TARDIS. But to go and put this Artron energy in, you need to go and open the fuel tank inside the console area to go and do this. But another great example of a different desktop that you could kind of have is the War Doctor's desktop right here, which you've got the classic console still, but you've still got the round things on the walls right here, which I think is really cool to see the different types of desktops that are available to you in the Adventures in Time mod. I definitely say with this Doctor Who mod, it is a lot more strict in terms of you've got to do stuff by the book, as if you don't really pilot it right or do it right, you will end up crashing the TARDIS or powering it down, where you're going to have to start a new world or maybe just start again entirely, which is very, very annoying if you don't do it right. Now this had to be one of my most favourite desktops, and if you recognise it from anywhere, this is David Tennant's 10th Doctor's choral theme. But from here, wow, 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 just have a look at how freaking beautiful this is. Just looking at that desktop and just how well it translates into VR, it's honestly one of those things you would never imagine doing, but you just think, wow, a Doctor Who game like this in VR would be incredible to be able to do, which is why it's so much better to experience as a mod in Minecraft's Questcraft. Now, besides from that, if I've been able to manage to explain myself well enough with this mod, you should be able to have as much fun as this as I have playing Adventures in Time, being your own Time Lord and the Doctor himself with your very own customizable TARDIS. Now, there are a few more out there which I may or may not already release videos on, but until then, let me know your thoughts and opinions. As of right now, this is one of the best Doctor Who TARDIS mods that I've played in a long time. But if you guys have enjoyed, do let me know and hit that like button if you have enjoyed. Go subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, and comment down below your favourite Doctor from the Doctor Who universe. As always folks, my name's Chen, thank you so much for watching, bye bye now.